Greetings and welcome again to the Friday Wrap for December 4th. There was one more thing that happened last week that I failed to mention. I meant to, that thanks to Mary Alexander Basta, who is a member of the St. Mark's Coptic Church, she arranged a very special private meeting with the Consul General of Egypt in Chicago. It was an honor and a pleasure to meet Consul General Mohammed Abuladahab, whose office is responsible for handling everything from assisting the immigration of Egyptian citizens, visas, issues abroad, improving relations, and increasing commerce between the United States and Egypt, etc. Like his three peers around the country, he reports directly to the ambassador to Egypt in Washington, D.C., and he covers 10 states. Now, after seeing his picture, several people say he looks a lot like a very famous actor in the United States named Omar Sharif, an Egyptian actor, best known for his leading role in Lawrence of Arabia, and I happen to agree with him. Now, also on Saturday, the meeting at the meeting room at Burr Ridge bookstore was very crowded for family and friends who came to see Burr Ridge's own Grammy-winning Jim Peterick, along with the members of the Ides of March. Now, I don't think I'll ever tire of hearing them play The Eye of the Tiger and Vehicle, or hearing the story about how Sylvester Stallone called Jim Peterick personally to ask him to write the song for the Rocky movie. That was just neat. He also held a book signing and sold sets of their new CD collection package that's actually called Last Band Standing. Now, do you know that they are the only band in American history, that I know of at least, in which the original band members are still together after 50 years? I guess that means that they're called the Golden Ides or something like that. That's just an amazing statistic. This week, this is also very big news in the village. The Illinois House passes the local government funding. What had happened was that the House passed SB 2039 this week with a final vote of 107 to 1 and 1 abstention, which will mean the municipalities all across Illinois finally start receiving revenues that the state's actually been holding. The bill also includes some spending for some other government agencies, which I'm sure were snuck in there last minute. Just an editorial comment, but I suspect. But having passed the House, the bill is now scheduled to be considered by the Senate on Monday. It's coming up on December 7th. Now, in other news, the reconstruction of the Quality Inn is running at a pretty brisk pace as it becomes transformed into the Crown Plaza of Burr Ridge. The facelift taking place is very obvious from the front, we can tell by the picture, and I'm hoping to get inside next week. In Burr Ridge, also with some other village events, the Willowbrook Burr Ridge Chamber of Commerce held their holiday luncheon out at the Bobacks Conference Center out in Woodridge. That was very well attended. It was also had an award ceremony that went along with it, and the one that I especially remember included one to Burr Ridge's own Jim Fox, who received an award for Member of the Year for all of his contributions to the Chamber. That was big news. And also, speaking of which, Jim Fox is a best-selling author. He is and will be holding a book signing at Barbara's Bookstore this Saturday from 3 to 5 p.m. for his new financial book called I Love Annuities and You Should Too. If you want to take a look at the attachment to this email, you'll get more information on that. Also on Saturday, the Kiwanis Club is holding their Pancake Breakfast with Santa. That'll be at Gower West over here in Willowbrook, Gower West School, from 8 a.m. till 12 noon. Now, on a personal note, after the Ides of March event, my wife and her high school friend Joan decided to pay a surprise visit over to Pam, who's a manager of the design bar at Brandy's new store right there in the village center. Who was also she also was an alumnus of their high school, which is kind of neat, which is called Queen of Peace High School on the south side. While the three were reminiscing about the school, a customer who was checking out at that time looked at one of them and said, "You look familiar." Well, you guessed it. It became an impromptu high school reunion of 4 graduates from Queen of Peace High School the very same year. That was neat. Once again, thanks again for joining me, and I hope you have a great weekend and even a better week.